Yes, so Felix, yeah, it was one of the interesting points from the opening speech this morning was talking about platforms and sort of how that can be brought on from that you can learn from the automotive sector. How far do you see that going in the wind industry? Obviously, there's a lot of cross-platform cooperation between different car marks.
So basically, we have a lot of turbines for different applications in different countries. So let's say roughly a number of 16 different turbine types. So now we decided to put that together to a platform strategy. So basically we have brought that down to 4 main platforms. A small geared one and a small direct drive platform, and a large direct drive and a large geared platform. So that will have benefits in general, that we can have similar components in the platforms for several products. So what you gain is that you have volume for the single components and that you can use these components longer. The life cycle normally of turbines is about 1 to 2 years only. So we are in an industry where we have very fast innovation cycles. So if you start all over again with every new turbine, developing everything from the scratch, that costs a lot of R&D money, that costs testing money, and you always have to deal with a lot of single part numbers in the company. So the benefit of modularization is, first of all, of platform strategy, is that you have defined platforms where you derive some derivatives from, using a lot of similar parts. And the next is through standardization that you can use the same parts for different turbine types.
Mm-hmm.
So that will reduce significantly the number of different parts you are carrying, and it enables you to deliver to different market segments, still due to platform and modularization specific solutions. So that is the biggest benefit of it.
What are there any timescales in terms of sort of trying to make these changes at Siemens?
So basically, we started with this initiative, and we decided what type of platforms we have. And now there's a transition phase, bringing all these turbines we had before into the platforms. So we consolidated already our development programs, that we really push forward the different platforms. And we started already specifically with our new direct drive technology to look into modularization, so that we can use the same modules for different turbine types. That's the back end of a nacelle, there's the generator and the hub and blades, and basically you can change the components between the different turbines in one platform. So that has started this process, and certainly it will take some time, some years, until we have then the full program turned into the new platform strategy.
I was going to ask you about offshore. Obviously, you've got what's considered to be the workhorse turbine of the sector. How's things going with the 6 megawatt turbine? And I mean, obviously, you must be confident that that's going to replace the 3.6.
Yes. So as you know, the 3.6 turbine is one of our successful offshore machines. So we have a lot of applications already, and we have in our order backlog more than 1,200 turbines. So we're going to install this turbine in the future in a very high amount of turbines. And the successor product is launched last year. This is a 6 megawatt direct drive turbine. It's 120 meter rotor in the testing phase, and for the big application offshore we can also offer the 154 meter rotor. And we really expect that this product will be our benchmark for the industry in the future. So that is going very well. So we have installed one test turbine onshore in Denmark, and we will shortly install additional turbines offshore with customers.
Is there any chance that 6 megawatt turbine might be upgraded in the future? Is there any scope to do that?
So maybe learning from the past, that was always a strategy. Specifically offshore, It's very sensitive to reliability and warranty. So we are very careful with launching new products. So that is the strategy, that you have a very safe design in the beginning. And as you can see, we started with a 120 meter rotor in the prototyping phase, and we already see that there's an upgrade to 154 rotor possible.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see the history of our other turbines, also the gear turbines, we started with a lower power rating, and in the years to come we were always able to increase the power rating. And there is potential for the 6 megawatt turbine as well to increase the power rating in the next years. But we will not do that before we really got experience on the reliability of the turbine.
Mm-hmm. Looking beyond that turbine, do you think that 6-7 megawatts is really the from a cost perspective, or from being economical, that's about as big as you really need to get offshore? Otherwise, it becomes too expensive. And
if you think about a 6 or maybe a 7 megawatt turbine in the future, some of our competitors offering already 7 megawatt, and at least in prototypes, and that is already double what our actual workhouse is. So that means if you install a wind park of a certain megawatt, you can halve the installation costs, because you need half of foundations, half of piling, so that reduces the cost dramatically. So the cost potential, the cost reduction potential in having higher power ratings in the offshore is very good.
mm-hmm.
So actually, I cannot tell you what will be the next size, but I really feel that that is not the limit right now, the 6 megawatt. It will take some years from now, but I'm pretty confident that there will be a new further increase in megawatt in the power rating for offshore. It will take some time, and we will need to have experience with the 6 megawatt turbine in our new technology, the direct drive technology, which is the leading turbine for the offshore in terms of weight. That is 30% less weight than a comparable machine with our direct drive technology, and we have 50% less parts, which is also related to maintenance and reliability. So that is the right way to go, reducing complexity, and then you enable with this technology to grow.
Mm-hmm. And onshore, arguably you could say that that onshore Siemens isn't quite as strong as what it is offshore. So I think in your home, in the German market, you do particularly well last year, I think. So I mean, what's the focus there? And
so basically, I would say that is not the right conclusion that we are not successful in onshore. Mm-hmm. If you see to the American market, we are very successful there. That's all an onshore market. In 2010 we were number 2. 2011 we are rated as number 3. So that is one of our biggest market. And then also in Canada we have installed a lot of onshore turbines, and we have a lot of product pipelines. In the UK we are very strong. So the northern European countries, we have a strong position in onshore. So we have a portfolio which fits pretty well to the high wind or to the mid-wind regimes.
mm-hmm.
So what we are lacking of is a right competitive product for the low wind. But here we are right on the way. We are introducing also in this fair product where you can see we will have a rotor of 130 meter on a 3 megawatt turbine. So that is going towards the direction that we are prepared also to have products for the low wind applications. And as you know, we are going into other countries like India, like China, where we also want to attack this middle and low wind areas.
And Latin America, is that something?
So if you talk about Americas is a big contributor to our revenue, and Americas is very strong and was very strong historically, and Canada, as I said, and as you maybe have read already, we won projects in Brazil. 3 projects we are awarded to. We are in the phase of building up the wind farms there, and that is where we are active right now. if you ask for further potential in South America, there might be opportunities in Chile, in Uruguay, or Mexico.
Mm-hmm. But that's further down the line? Or?
Yes. It's very much depending on our onshore strategy. We are pushing right forward now. As you know, in the past we have grown very much the last years, 40% every year. And that puts the whole organization in a certain stress. And if you can imagine, we grew from 800 people to 8,000 right now. Mm-hmm. Our revenue will achieve 4.5 billion this year, most probably. So that is a huge growth in the last years. So we cannot be everywhere. We were very busy to implementing this growth. So now we think that it's the right time to focus on our internal improvement of our processes in the company. So we will focus on onshore, definitely, on our key stronghold markets where we are, and we will be selectively going into new markets. So diversification is also very important for us to become more independent from these sudden subsidy scheme changes in different countries. And here we want to focus on countries where we can make profitable projects. So we will not grow at any price. We will grow where we have opportunities for profitable projects, and low single-digit margins will not be sufficient.